I'm heading to ESSE to do the first menu meeting regarding our blackout dinner on Thursday. I am excited. I've taken notes of things I want to try in the larder. I have drawn up some dishes that I want to do, and this is good. I really look forward to meeting the guys and enjoy a bit of chatting and thinking food instead of what I do lately is more thinking about all sorts of other things that relate to cooking and not the actual cooking part. But I'm looking forward to it.
Oh. DG, huh?
From the stadium.
Let's go.
Live. Milton.
I'm hurt.
Take fracture anything or is
No, but it hurts like hell, and I can't feel the top of my hand. It
Yeah.
feels like the skin's all numb. Shit.
But did you break anything?
No, thank God. But on my bottom of my knuckle here is, and it was also just like really.
Are these aged or why so dry?
For the weekend.
For the weekend?
After we salt them.
Mm-hmm. So first you salt them and then you age them.
No, aging now.
Okay.
And then we salt them and then we age them again.
So you fillet it and salt it. Okay, got it.
So you're both fish. I'm thinking more fish, yeah.
Cool from there. And so he's going, I think this is going to be a cold kind of seaweed salad dish. And then scallop and mushroom. I almost messaged you when you're like 4 kilos of enokis. I was like, that's so many enokis we use in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it.
I was a little, because my first calculation was 2 kilos, and then I was like,
Max is like, Max has mushrooms on her dish, and she's like, they came in today before I got here, and she was like, did I order too much? Fuck.
Don't worry, I'll give you all the enokis that are left over. I'll leave them all to you. So, the idea was to play a little bit on the texture of the scallop with the texture of the mushrooms and the enoki. So, no, some mushrooms raw. I'm thinking like oyster mushrooms and stuff like that raw.
Yep.
Peeled out. I would salt the scallops.
Yep.
And then dice them up kind of big.
Yep.
And then I imagine steaming the enokis.
Yep.
Then cutting off all the little tops.
Yes.
Have those on one side, and then the cooked ones. The stems.
Yeah.
And then I would sort of mix scallop with the stems, some raw mushrooms, and making an emulsion out of the roe, confit and
Of the scallops.
yes, confit and some kombu oil or some shit like that. I don't know if you have something like that.
We do.
Yeah, I imagine.
So
And then, yeah.
So we have scallops. So we got a huge batch of scallops in last week. So we have scallops that we have salted and froze, and we just
Perfecto.
So you just have to cut them.
Perfect.
Roe? All the roe. We have a ton of frozen roe we can pull out.
Perfect.
Yeah, and we have brine as well. So
Okay. So I guess
should
that
be able to-
should just come out today, and then
Yeah.
and then tomorrow I'll confit it and fuck around with some sort of emulsion.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
We got them in. So
Yeah, so maybe some of them
We'll use them in
confit
the-
also, maybe put in there. Did you get Kaiser head or no?
We got everything you asked for.
Okay.
So
So I was just thinking
those are the thick.
yes.
Yeah.
And I was imagining that I would make like a little thin slice
Yeah.
to sort of finish it to cover up
Okay.
the scallop mix, sort of.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Like a dome over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Mags, did the Black King oysters come in? Perfect.
So that's my plan. That sound.
Sounds great.
And then I noted here hazelnut miso and sourdough miso.
Yeah.
Maybe for that emulsion.
Yep. Yeah. The hazelnut miso.
It's good. Yeah.
It's ready.
Well, so I just the risk of this is it gets too heavy.
Uh-huh.
So I want to make sure that it gets lightened up a little bit by probably just lemon juice, to be honest, by the end of it.
We have, we're not using any citrus, but we have loads of Japanese quince juice that we're using in place of citrus.
Japanese quince juice.
Yeah.
So frozen? Or?
Yeah, we juice a shitload of it at the
From
end
raw?
of the season. We freeze them first, and then juice them.
Okay.
And then we use we'll taste through it, but we use the pulp to make a kosho with the habanero peppers.
Okay.
So we have like a Japanese quince kosho.
Okay, so
And we have juice.
maybe I could actually use both of those things.
Yep.
Huh?
Yeah. Definitely using some quince juice for acidity too.
Yeah.
Look at this guy, look at this guy.
Tomorrow on the way to dinner.
Yeah.
So I think we'll need to have, just for your tabletop, some kind of platform for heat.
We can do that.
That we could.
Yeah. I mean, I'm also bringing like a uni pizza oven in.
Okay, nice.
And Fred Ulrich is letting us borrow.
Morning.
Hey man,
Morning.
you good?
Good morning.
Hi, nice to meet you.
I'm Tom.
Christian.
At Bæst, there's like a yakitori roll that's like
The long one, yes.
big that they don't use. So Fred called Ulrich and was like, yeah, you guys can borrow it.
Yeah.
So we'll have, and then we have 2 smaller yakitori grills.
Yeah.
So that'll
plenty.
Between the woks, the uni, and the big grill and the 2 small grills, so we'll be
Yeah, I thought they'll be just handy.
So is the only gas or is it
wood.
Wood.
Yes. Yeah, this is we just can't break any warp any surfaces and stuff from there.
That's what I mean. So I think something for like
Yeah.
the heat, because it's like literally like a clay bucket.
Yeah.
And then there's a little like ash comes out a little bit, but if we just
We can sacrifice some gasters upside down.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would just do the walk. Thinking scored monkfish, and then cooking that in the wok and pairing it with jade chokes that will nixtamalize.
Yeah.
So that even though we wok them hard, they'll still have like a crunch.
Yeah.
And then just playing on the black theme, we're doing like a black sesame sauce.
Yeah.
And then thinking of working some aromatics, ginger, but then I'll be leaving some final seasoning to add in some of the umami bases you have.
Yeah.
Maybe a touch of hazelnut miso.
Yeah.
There's some jade-choke puree in it, and then a few of the different amino acids, garums after the tasting. The wasabi.
What thick could do.
Yeah.
And this is my most nervous point. So I'm going to go home today and I'm going to make as much as I can out of thick tonight. But I thought we would do like just a total degustation of thick. So we make like a ring. We make a ring, and we base the base of the ring with the brownie.
Yeah.
Right? Thick brownie here. And then we make a scoopable ganache, so anglaise.
Anglaise base works.
And then we put that in the blender over the chocolate, and then we blend it, and then it will thicken. We pour it, and we let it set overnight. And then we could scoop that like you know what I'm saying, like an ice cream. Then we've got do we have an ice gun?
If we did, it would contribute 1% of all of our CO2.
Oh, fucking hell.
What was
are
it?
we going to do?
Canister.
What can we do?
80 canisters would produce 1% of all of our CO2 output. But you're more than welcome to get one if you want.
I can bring it if I wanted to.
If your consciousness is a...
No,
I have one at home.
now my conscience is affected. Well, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do, and I'll rethink that.
We're making up for it with no electricity, so if you want to use it...
No, we'll figure it out.
We can do it in the back. Nobody's.
Yeah,
Me and you will do it in the back. And then scoop. How does this get so foamy? We're just whipping, man.
I blew on it. You don't want to know. Well, then we freaking. We'll figure it out.
you can do-
We'll figure it out. We can do it. But I was thinking about a mousse made out of the thick as well.
Yeah.
Then that's fill in there. We grate some over the top to dress that. And so it's scoopable ganache, brownie. With the ring is made out of thick. So we show it tempered. We show it in a cake. We show it as a ganache. We show it as a mousse.
I've done the first sort of little menu meeting in the last 5 years where you meet up, you taste things and discuss a menu and have this idea and that idea, and You know, when people ask me, what do you miss? Do you miss restaurants? Do you miss the restaurant industry? Well, this is the part that I miss. It's the creative bit where you are curious about some ingredients, or you are introduced to something you don't know, and you taste it, and you start making these associations, and you wish to try and make that into something special. You know, it's part curiosity, part explorations, part jerking off, essentially, because you know there's always an element of look at me, but you know I'm in this room with Matt Orlando and John Tam and Milton that are just so incredibly skilled and experienced, and they're just so genuine, and they're so good at what they're doing. And this is a rare moment where I'm like, oh, those were the good days when cooking was inspiring. You know, when you were just, you find this level of somewhat being competitive with each other, but also at the same time kind of play each other better. You know, like, of course you want to do the best, but you want everybody to do their best. And again, the guests that will leave this restaurant for this dinner will feel that they experience something special, and all of that starts in a meeting like this, where we just play things off of each other. And yeah, I'm really enjoying. I have a roaring headache that, I don't know, my mind apparently is revisiting places in my brain that have rusted to the point where it's painful for me to start thinking about these things. And you know, the last 5 years or so, the creative cooking that I've been doing have been limited to the range of Bæst and Mirabelle, which is, you know, great cooking and interesting cooking, and cooking that has always inspired me. But this is a different level. You know, people come with different expectations, and you want to really be capable of doing the almost impossible, which is to bridge simplicity and a little element that is out of context, or a little surprise moment, or a little untold story that you can put in there. And yeah, I'm confident with my dishes, and I'm really looking forward to it. The dinner is a blackout dinner that does not allow for cameras, phones, or anything electricity. So I won't be able to film. And that's fine, because I'm gonna be in the shit anyway, so I won't have time to do it anyways. But I am enjoying myself. I am a has-been, you know, with a blog. That's what I do now. But today I almost felt like in the good old days, and I appreciate it. And I hope that tomorrow will, which is the prep day before the dinner day the following day, so tomorrow's Wednesday, I hope that I'm not going to be killed by anxiety and imposter syndrome and all sorts of shit going on, and that I just can actually enjoy it and sort of meet the team a bit of ESSE, which is seems and looks like absolute killers. Like they seem so professional and just focused. So I'm really looking forward.